Hi guys, Sarah here. My question for you guys today is, what does the road back to God look like? So we see some big hints about what this road is going to look like, actually right at the beginning of the story, right away in Genesis, with a man called Abraham. And he's the father of the Jewish faith, so even Jesus is descended from Abraham. And one thing that Abraham got right, even though he was by no means perfect, is that he trusted God very, very deeply. And this relationship of trust started with God giving him this impossible promise about having a baby, even though him and his wife had been unable to have kids and they were now really old. And Abraham chooses to believe God, even waiting 25 years until he's nearly 100, when finally at the age of 100 he has this baby. And then he, as a further test of faith later on in the story, where God says, you have to sacrifice your son to me. And in the end, he doesn't have to actually kill his son. God at the last minute says, no, you don't have to. But he was willing to, because his trust in God was that deep. And so from the very beginning, we see that faith is going to be a big part of that road back to God. But what is faith? Just a thought to leave you with. I think in our culture, a lot of the time we make faith kind of like a head knowledge thing, kind of like a what I believe, kind of like I believe in Santa, or, I believe God exists. But in Abraham's life, faith was actually something he had to live out. His faith was shown by his actions, his obedience, his willingness to actually go through things like trusting God for this baby or being willing to sacrifice his son. So what is faith? Is it just a thought and just a belief in my head, or is it actions that play out in my life?